Hey, how you doing YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about, is this the end of the Golden State Warriors? Now obviously this whole drama between Durant and Draymond is the reason I'm making this video. There's a ton of drama going around them. Obviously Draymond and Kevin Durant had a big argument. Now it's kind of weird to know if they're like completely made up or not, because Kevin Durant's brother kind of tweeted or put some on his Instagram story or something about, kind of throwing shade at Draymond Green a little bit. So I mean, I don't know if they're fully made up, but I'm sure it's not going to affect them that much. But I'm talking about their future and how this could affect their future, and could this be the end of the Golden State Warriors era of the NBA as we know it? So without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first reason I have for this video is going to be the drama is starting to spark off. Now, we saw last year, the Golden State Warriors, despite being as good as they are and as fundamentally sound with their down screens and how they play they led the league in technical fouls. They were obviously frustrated at some, and now this year, legit drama is starting to spark off during huddles and everything, as KD and Draymond Green just recently got into a big argument during a timeout, which actually resulted in Draymond Green getting handed down a one-game suspension. And so when you know the argument has to be really bad to suspend your best defender and the glue of your team, and we've seen that it really did affect him as they lost the one game that he was out for. I mean, yes, he didn't have Curry as well, but not having Draymond Green did not help that cause at all. And when you have as bad as a locker room distraction as the Golden State Warriors must have to have that kind of pop off, and like all the distraction with KD, like free agency and stuff, it's going to be really hard to win games. We saw that with Minnesota. Like when Jimmy Butler was on that team, they could not win games. Their locker room was completely disarray. No one liked each other, and it was very bad and very hard to win games. No one wanted to be in that cancerous locker room, and kind of seeing with the Warriors. I mean, obviously they're going to be able to win games just because of how talented they are, but if you have that big distraction and the cancer keeps growing in that locker room, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to win games, especially on the playoff level when you're going to try to compete for NBA Finals, and everybody has to be on the same page, and if they're not, it's going to be very hard to win a 7-game series, especially going against the other best team in the league from the other conference. So I mean, if this cancer keeps growing, it could grow into something much bigger than it is right now, and hurt the Warriors a lot and have a big backlash on them. But now Kevin Durant is leaving is my second reason. Like, Kevin Durant pretty much is a guaranteed to leave this season, as even before all this popped off, he said in an interview that he is no longer cares about winning. He won his 3 championships. He doesn't care. He wants money. That's what he literally said in an interview. He wants money. He's done taking pay cuts. He just wants to make a bag. So I mean, with the Warriors most likely not going to be willing to give him that supermax contract due to Klay Thompson and a few other key ones that they have to bring back, they're not going to be able to give Kevin Durant that super max, or even maybe not even a max contract if they're trying to bring back Klay Thompson. So I mean, most likely they're going to let Kevin Durant walk, or Kevin Durant's just going to walk and go to another team that can pay him a max deal. Now obviously no team can pay him a super max, and no team has bird rights over him, so they can't pay him as much as he would want to. But I mean, whatever team he goes to, he's going to spend a few years there and then probably get a super max in the future, which will be a big reason why he probably leaves the Warriors. But then also Klay Thompson's coming up, so I'm sure the Warriors, if I was the Warriors, to be honest, I would rather pay Klay Thompson the max, because he has more chemistry. He was part of the original Big Three. I would try to keep Klay Thompson over keeping Kevin Durant at this point, just because of how unlikely it is that Kevin Durant is going to stay. And with all this drama just now sparking off, it is pretty much a given that he is going to leave. This was kind of the cherry on top, but this is going to hurt the Warriors so much, because without him, they probably wouldn't have won the past 2 NBA Finals, because just look at 2 years ago, the Cavs still had Kyrie, and if you don't have Kevin Durant, that series is probably completely different, as both game 2, 3, and 4 they were very close, but they were just not able to squeeze it out. And then last year, I mean, game 1, LeBron literally had the game of his life, triple-double, like 50 points, I'm pretty sure. Kevin Love was playing good, J.R. Smith was playing good up until that last play, George Hill was also playing good. So I mean, they probably would have won that game, and if you win that game, then also game 2 is winnable, and game 3. If they would have had Kyrie and Kevin Durant was not on the Warriors, or maybe even if they didn't have Kyrie and they had the exact same team they had last year, but Kevin Durant still wasn't on the Warriors, they could have been up 3-0, and they probably would have won the NBA Finals again. So I mean, without Kevin Durant being on there, LeBron would have probably 2 more NBA Finals than he does right now, which is a huge thing. And now that Kevin Durant is gone, the Warriors are going to be nowhere near the absolute powerhouse as they are. But then also, Klay could also be leaving is my third reason. I mean, Klay Thompson's contract is up, but him knowing that he's a max contract player. He just put up a 50-point game, and he's an absolute beast. He's been playing out of his mind. He can shoot. When he's on fire, you can't stop. if you're in his face or not. Like, the dude's a beast, and he is a max level contract player and very underrated, and probably has a chance to be a franchise level player. So I mean, when the Warriors probably also won't be willing to pay him a max, because like so many contracts are up and they have to bring back all these key guys. Plus Draymond Green's contract's up next year, so they can't spend all their money on free agency this year because they want to bring back Draymond as well. It's going to hurt their chances of giving Klay Thompson that max deal that he would like. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Klay Thompson walks as well. And now look at this. Cousins is a given, he's leaving. Kevin Durant's a given, he's leaving. That's already 2 top 15 players. Now if you lose a 3rd top 15 player in Klay Thompson, you are absolutely screwed. Like, now you're only stuck with Draymond and Curry. Now yes, that's a very good duo, but you're nowhere near the level of team you were. You definitely won't be competing for finals, and the Lakers are probably now better than you. So I mean, I think that this free agency is going to go a very long way for Golden State. I don't think it's going to go in their favor, unfortunately. I mean, this is a dynasty. Golden State is one of the most dominant teams we've ever seen. By far, one of the best teams ever assembled in the entire NBA, if not the best team ever assembled in the NBA. Now, I'm not saying that that these are guaranteed things. Now, I think Kevin Durant leaving is guaranteed. I think that's pretty much set in stone. He is gone. But I mean, Klay Thompson, on the other hand, I don't know, but if he does leave, they could be in huge trouble. Because even say they somehow re-sign Boogie, if Kevin Durant and Klay walk, that's still not as good. Klay Thompson was a beast from the three-point line. Boogie doesn't fit their system, that fast-paced system like the run. He's not that fast. He's not slow. He's a kind of a slower-paced player. And I mean, we saw that with the Pelicans. The Pelicans are one of the highest-paced teams in the NBA right now, and they're having a lot more success than when they played at a slow pace with Boogie Cousins on the floor. So I mean, it really is just like scheme fit. And if they lose Klay and Kevin Durant, that's going to hurt them tremendously, and they're probably going to lose Boogie as well. And I don't know, it's going to be very hard. This offseason will probably be the biggest offseason of the Golden State Warriors history, at least as up to right now. I think it probably is the end of the Golden State era, at least after this year. They'll probably still win the finals this year, let's be honest, but next year, I don't know. That's going to be the biggest toss-up year that we've had in a while, and probably one of the funnest NBA seasons, because we don't know who's winning the NBA finals right off the bat. But like I said, guys, I hope you did like the video at any point, because this is the end of the video, unfortunately. So I hope you did like the video at any point. And if you did, hit the like button and subscribe button. That would mean the world to me. But I also want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Do you think Golden State's going? Do you think Kevin Durant's leaving? Do you think Klay's leaving? What do you think can grow into? Do you think this is it? Do you think they're going to squash it? Or do you think this is what they're going to go into? Because even last year, I'm pretty sure David West said there were so many more behind the curtain issues that his team had that, I mean, he was actually questioning if they could even like make the finals last year. So I mean, obviously this team has had drama before. It's starting to come out in the public. And do you think this drama is a big deal? Do you think it's not? Who do you think is leaving? Do you think this free agency is a big deal for them? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But I also have to thank y'all for all the support y'all been showing. We're at 970 subscribers. 976, dude, that's almost less than 20 away from 1K, and I cannot thank y'all enough for that. I mean, y'all been showing so much support on the channel. I'm gonna keep grinding as long as y'all are showing support. And even at this point, I love doing this so much. Even if I was getting like 5 views a video like I was for a long time, I would still be doing this every other day, or even every day once basketball season ends. So trust me, I love doing this. I love doing everything like this for you guys. It means the world to me that I can. I'm so blessed to do this, and that brings me to the next thing. I have to give all praise to God. He's the reason I'm here. He's blessed me with this situation I'm in. He's blessed me with the people around me. He's blessed me with you guys that find my channel, hit the subscribe button, and he just blessed me with so many things in life, and I cannot thank him enough for that. So I mean, yeah, thank y'all for the support. All praise to God. Hope you have a blessed day, because I have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, 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 blah.